Hey there, my name is Vitaan, and it's time to play Blues Brothers 2025's Map 7, Master Levels Remastered. This map was created by Ravendisk. Hello, there is a small issue, well there was a small issue, where I recorded this map, and then when I wanted to edit the video, it turns out there was no mic audio. I don't know why, I think it's user error. I hope it's user error, because that would be the best case. A technical issue would actually be worse, because I wouldn't know what caused it. So, I'm just gonna play through it again. It will be practiced. You can jump down either left or right, you get a plasma in both cases. I'm just gonna jump down here on the right side. So yeah, I'm sorry, it's not a blind run. And I did record map 8 as well, but luckily the audio is fine there. I think I didn't record that in the same session. And if I did, that would be even weirder. Okay, anyway, there's an Archie here. But you have the plasma, so no problem really. Ow. Don't do that, please. And we just want to secure the outside area here. Get rid of all the plasma guys. There. And we need to collect 2 keys to move on. Although I do feel like there's a way to skip stuff. Not entirely sure. I'll show you in a bit. First let's deal with the Kako. So yeah, I'm sorry it's not a blind run. I know people generally prefer those, but I can't really undo. I can't really pretend that, oh, what is happening? Woo. But yeah, I think there's still some value in me explaining strategies. Maybe you're playing along. The map isn't really that hard though. Okay, so I do want to follow the same path I did in my blind run, even though it might not necessarily be the optimal path. But I think both strategies are perfectly viable. It doesn't really matter which key you go for first. I did die in my blind run twice. Once in the upcoming fight here, where there's gonna be a lot of revenants here on the left, and there will be one Archie behind them, and I didn't hear the Archie. There's also gonna be a mastermind up there. They have a specific name. I think it might be like Grilla? I don't know if I remember that correctly. I know the rocket, like the annihilator type of enemies, that's called an enforcer. Thanks to Nori Ursam who let me know in comments. Okay, let's deal with you. Then I'm just gonna go for these revenants here. Archie is kind of stuck in the back. Okay, there he is. Now I do need to go for him. Let's hide here. Come on, Archie. There we go. And there's also an enforcer over there. Take him down. Then let's go for you. You are the low health version. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Dies very quickly. Okay, grab the ammo here. Another medkit here, so we're okay. Definitely take you down. And then go for the Hell Knights. Without getting hit. Preferably. Then, when you turn around here... actually, first let's grab the red key. When you turn around here, there's a television. It's kind of easy to spot, but it also somewhat blends in. I didn't notice it in my blind run until the very end of the map. Now what's funny... Oh yeah, there's a rocket launch here. That's not funny. No, what is funny is that during my blind run I was like, hey, can you go to that area over there? Maybe there's a secret. And then I didn't end up finding it until the end again. But yes, so there is a secret there. You hit that television and then this opens up. You drop down. You go through the waterfall. And then you get this very cool message. Hi, just so you know, this wad is made for you. Heart. Take a free mega. And have a nice day. What a nice secret. Actually, it was so nice that I kind of expected like 20 Archies to pop up when I grabbed this. Not the case. It's actually a very nice, wholesome secret. Kind of would have been funny, but also just you would never trust the author of this world or the authors of this world anymore if that happened. Okay, so Mega is nice. So you need 2 keys, right? However, I think, not entirely sure, but I think you can skip the other key because we can make, wow, you can make a jump. And I want to show you. You can make this jump. You don't need the SR50 for it. It gives you the BFG early, which is very nice. You get a checkpoint now, which is also nice. Let's see. Yeah, let's take down some stuff. There was another helmet over there. Good. Yeah, let me see if you can go and skip one of the keys. Very interested. Very curious. Ow. What? Okay, but this is here now, right? Yes. So there's a checkpoint. You can just go back up here. You do at least get the BFG early, which is very nice. That's of course always... Oh my. What am I doing? That's always good to have. But I kind of want to see... Can I just move on? I think I can. And all it really does is skip one key. Yeah, seems like you could just keep going here. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's actually intentional. That jump is so easy to do, it doesn't require an SR50, that I actually think it was left in on purpose. There's no way the authors didn't know. So it's pretty much just a cool strat if you want the UV max. Now you, UV speed. Now you do need a green card to open this door, so you still need to do some other fights. But of course I don't want to skip stuff, so let's leave the ammo here. Even though I do need it, I guess. And no, we're just gonna move back. Also, there's a lot of items. A lot of them. There's also another secret right here. Another television screen. And it opens this up, which gives you 1 BFG cell. And you might wonder, wow, why just 1? That doesn't even give you an extra shot. Well, that's true. But it will make sense when we get near the end of the map. Okay, so... I think we haven't gone here yet. Well, we have gone here, but we haven't done the other fights yet. Okay, take out all of these. There. Definitely want to deal with these very dangerous plasma guards first. And let's use the rocket launcher. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not sure if I will get all 144 items. There's quite a few. Wow, those 2 rockets went nowhere. But I'll try to collect them. Alright, there's also 1 unmarked secret, which is fun. Luckily I did discover it in my blind run. You'll just have to take my word for things that I explained that happened in my blind run, of course. But I don't really have a reason to lie about it. Otherwise, I would have just said, oh, I single segmented it. I didn't die once. But no, I died twice. I heard something wake up. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, though. So, let's not use too many rockets. Sorry, too many cells. There. Oh, come on. I really can't hit. Yeah, I think this guy over... Oh, no, he didn't wake up yet. Okay. Then I was wrong. Okay. Now. In this fight, when you hit the switch, the walls will lower. And there's also going to be 2 arches down here in case you run. The safest way to deal with this fight is to use one of your BFG shots, in my opinion. So you want to hit the switch. Then, oh. And then go there. And just deal with them that way. As always, BG ammo is pretty limited, so you have to choose where you want to use your shots. I think this is a great place to use them, or use one of them. You can also fight from up there, of course. Perfectly viable. You can also drop down and use the plasma, but then you will probably get zapped. Okay. Supercharge over here. Very generous. And then this now opens up. Lots of cells and another checkpoint. So once again, if you drop down, you can go back up here. Very good to know, and I always appreciate that. The music is so funny, by the way. Keeps going. Mwap. Mwap. Okay, and then you drop down for this key, the white key card. Another one. Izmir did not look very wide. I guess it looks more like a bit wider in the HUD. Maybe I just didn't look properly. So yeah, now you can open this up. That's the music again. Mwap. Mwap. But yeah, again, you don't need both keys. You can just jump to the BFG and the Mega Armor and do that early. Which, again, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, but let's take the intended path. Hit this, and now you can make that jump. The jump we did earlier. So this brings you to the BFG or the Mega Armor if you jump down there. Let's not grab it yet. If we end up grabbing it at all. Okay. Now we gotta fight for the green key card. Also, I want to show you one thing. If you jump in here, like so, this opens up. And it says, didn't feel like marking this one. Which is really funny. I discovered it because I did actually go for all the items in my blind run. And once again, this is why I keep going for 100% items in almost every run. Because, well, you will end up finding stuff like this. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep doing it. Sometimes I do skip 100% items if it's a very long map. I think Sunless Empire map 10 or something had unmarked stuff that I ended up missing, which is kind of sad. Okay, we got this fight. This one can be a bit tricky. There's gonna be two Archies here. There's gonna be a Cyber Demon over here, a regular Cyber Demon, and quite a few Imps over there and Pinkies. I suggest rocketing the Imps and Pinkies right away from the start, so you have room to move and then deal with the Archies. Alternatively, you can use one BFG shot if you want to clear stuff quickly. I think that's very viable as well. I do think you want to save one BFG shot for the end of the map, potentially. Or two. Two might be more ideal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one BFG shot here. Basically do that. Create space. Okay. Oh, get me out. Ooh, get me out. Whoa. That was a bit tricky. Ooh, man. I still almost messed up. Okay, maybe what I should have done. Well, first of all, I should not have gotten stuck. That is something I do not recommend. You can also start, and maybe that would be better, by rocketing the Imps and the Pinkies, and then using the BFG shot on the Archies. That might be better. But anyway, I'm okay. It was a bit dicey. I definitely could have been hit by the Cyber Demon. Even if I did eat a rocket, might have been fine, because I had quite a bit of health and armor, but still, don't recommend it. Then we just plasma. And we leave. So yeah, I did survive this fight in my blind run, surprisingly. But I have to say... Oh yeah, there's another Archer here. Almost every fight in Blues Brothers so far just feels very natural. I think that was one of my comments in this map as well, where you can kind of just automatically know and tell what to do and what the right or correct strategy is. which is good. That just means there's good game design. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We have the green card now. And doesn't mean that if you have a bigger fight and it's not immediately clear what to do, that it is necessarily a bad fight. But it's just very cool when enemies appear and you immediately know, like, oh, I need to create space here, then deal with the Archies. Stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Do I have all the items? I definitely missed a few. There's 2 over here. Oh yeah, here you get a backpack. Remember what I said earlier about the BFG? Well, now we have an extra shot. In the final fight, it's 8 enemies. It consists of 3 Archies. Oh, there's also 2 items here. Oh, definitely. I guess I missed one then. Oh, did I leave a supercharge somewhere? Maybe. And I don't mean these 2. So yeah, 4 of these. Sorry, 5 of these. And then 2 Archies. No, 3 Archies. So ideally, this is where I died in my blind run as well, because the fight starts when you grab the health bonus, which I didn't expect. I think in this case you definitely want to start with the BFG. Okay, kind of messed up. Pretty sure it will still be fine. Okay, that's alright. You have a lot of health and armor. You can definitely tank a hit or 2 from the Archies. You definitely don't want to tank a hit from these though, because their plasma streams are so incredibly powerful. So yeah, if you want to be extremely safe during this fight, because honestly my BFG hit was terrible. It didn't kill anything. You kind of want 2 shots, and then there's a decent chance you'll take down at least 2 Archies, or maybe even all 3. And then you swap to the plasma. Okay, I'm missing 1 item. Which one is it? Was it a supercharge? I already forgot. I'm gonna make my way over there. Yes, right, it's this one. I did indeed leave that behind. But okay, I'm glad that I didn't miss any of the other items then. And that is the map. Even yeah, even though it's not blind, still took me almost 20 minutes. Also, the map name, Master Levels Remastered. I've never played the Master Level, so I'm not sure if there are any references to it. I would expect so. I still have to play the Master Levels at some point. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a stream. I feel like it is kind of part of, well, basically the classic maps, the iWatch kind of, so I should do it at some point, but yeah. So I don't know if there's any references. And if there were, I definitely missed them. Yeah, fun map. Fights that really aren't too bad. Blinds, again, a bit dicey. That's why I died twice in my initial blind run. But practice, it's very, very, very doable. Even with some mistakes, as you saw. Hope you still enjoyed it. Sorry for the technical issues, but from map 8 and onwards, which I also recorded like last week. So the timeline is going to be a bit weird, but yeah, that one is fine. I checked the audio. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you there. Bye bye.